Cool. I was asked what inspired me, what motivated me to become a teacher. And when I look back on it, I remember when I was in school, I joined the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. And the camaraderie that we had and the socialization that I enjoyed. I was a role model for all the little boys and girls. And I remember, I seen a little black boy, so, I was excited. I wanted to meet him. So I walked over to him and said hello, but he refused to look me in my face. So, I was walking around trying to get his attention, and say hello. So I started telling him, start talking to him. We were outside on the sidewalk, and I said, hey, look at all those ants on the sidewalk. It means we're going to have a long, cold winter. But he still refused to look at me, but I just kept going along talking to him. So when I was done working at Boys and Girls Club and time went on, I was working at a school and there was a basketball game going on and I was working at the concession stand. And I was thinking to myself, what happened to this little boy? And then I felt a tap on my shoulder. So I turned around, I looked up, it was this tall, tall boy. And he looked at me and said, do you remember me? And I looked at him, I was like, no, I don't remember you. And, as I looked harder, I was like, oh, yeah, I do remember you. When I was in high school, you would never look at me. And he told me that, I was paying attention. He used to tell a lot of stories and I was paying attention. He informed me that I saved his life. At home I was being abused and I was going through a lot of pain and suffering. And he said he always looked forward to me coming. He always enjoyed my stories. And I just looked at him, in amazement. This young boy's grown now, he's married, and he's turned out very well. And I want to let all you teachers know that, even though students, their minds may wander, they might not be paying attention, they really are paying attention. It's very important, that we just keep doing what we're doing. We have to keep teaching. We have to, keep these students aware that we do care. Even if it just affects one student, I'll be satisfied.